Hello. Okay, we're gonna make a fun little recipe. I want to make fig jam. I got some figs at Trader Joe's. I usually don't get produce there because I don't always think it looks the best, but I got some figs and I was gonna make fig jam, but I already have grape jam that I made last week or earlier this week, one or the other, in the fridge. So I feel like I don't need two jams at the moment, but I want to make some fig syrup because I think it'll be really good in matchas and coffee and yogurt bowls and just like everything. So we're gonna make it. I love figs, but I always get them and then kind of forget I have them, and then they start to go bad so fast in the fridge. So I got these and I have this giant bowl of apples, and so it's just like a lot of fruit to consume before it all starts to go bad. So, you know, it is what it is. But to my Le Creuset, which you can't see, but I don't really have a good spot to put you in. Maybe I'll just flip the camera around, but let me flip the camera around. Okay, I'm actually gonna put you here because you can see everything, and I'm just gonna sit down, which I feel like it's weird to sit down and cook. But see, these are already starting to look not good, and there is one guy that looks bad, but so annoying. And I feel like it's because this is my philosophy, or is that the word I'm trying to think of? My take on things is the produce at Trader Joe's is always like 3 or 4 days past due. Like that shit is going bad so fast, and I'm adding all of my figs to a pot because we're making syrup. Did I say that? Anyway, my philosophy is that all the produce there is just like borderline gonna go bad like very, very fast, and it's just like not worth it. So recently when I've been going grocery shopping, I've been going to Trader Joe's for all of my like staple things, so like grains and frozen things and like pasta and, you know, like anything that's not produce basically, and getting all of that there. And then we have a grocery store called Fresh Time here, which I don't know if that's outside of the Midwest, but I do love Fresh Time. I really love their produce. So we go there and get anything that we can't get at the farmer's market. So, you know, whatever. That's kind of in the plan. See, these look like not great, but I'm just gonna throw them all in because they'll give flavor regardless. But yeah, anyway, their produce just makes me mad because it's just not good. And I don't know, I used to go to Trader Joe's all the time when I lived in New York. Probably should not put that knife that close to my face, but I used to get all my produce there when I lived downtown, and I never had a problem. And so I don't know if it's because New York is closer to a port and they just get better produce or what the dealio is, but just it's very annoying to me because having to go to multiple grocery stores is a pain in the butt. But I am very excited to go to the farmer's market tomorrow because last week I felt like I got a taste of like fall produce because we started having squash. I'm gonna show you. I got a little baby, I think this is a butternut, pretty sure it's not honey nut, but I got this little baby butternut squash. I'm actually going to make the copycat sweet green harvest bowls tonight because everybody on TikTok has been making them, and I was like, god damn, that does look very, very good. So they had kale, and I obviously got a squash, and I don't remember what else goes in it. I think farro goes in it, or at least that's what I decided I was putting in it. So, you know, but we're just cutting these. Ugh, these make me so mad. Like, they don't even look good to eat fresh. I don't know why I got them there. I saw them and it was like oh shit, like I need to buy these. And these are California figs. I normally get the purple Turkish figs. They were all sold out, and the lady who was working in the produce area, or she was like, yeah, they've been selling out so fast and we haven't been ordering enough. And I was like, my guy, why are we not? But I don't know. It's not my place to judge people's ordering habits. But there we go. Okay. That was fun. Now, this is what our pot looks like. And I'm trying to fix that. We're going to cover it with water. This is a cup. I underestimated how many I had, but we're basically just going to cover everything. Honestly, I think that was enough. Let me just see. Can we see that? Basically, they are covered. I might add another like half a cup in. We're gonna put it on the stove and we're gonna simmer for about 2 hours and then remove it from the stove, strain it so we get rid of all of the like skins, because we want it to be like just the liquid, because we're not making like jam or a compote or anything like that. We're making a syrup. And remove it and then put it back on the stove, add sugar, and basically make a simple syrup. So that's the plan. Gonna put this on the stove. I'll see you in 2 hours. We're back. It has not been 2 hours. It hasn't even started simmering on the stove, but I'm having like a fun little like kitchen day right now. I don't have a lot going on with work today, luckily. Well, not luckily. I always want to be busy, but it's a chill day. I have some calls later. So I'm just kind of hanging out this morning, but I have to tell you a funny thing. So I made this Concord grape jam previously referenced, and when I made it, I didn't think about the grapes having pits in them, and so I just tossed everything in the pot. You can see the recipe on Instagram. I do not remove the seeds, and so I made this whole thing, and it's very tasty, but it's a pain in the ass to eat because the seeds are very, very hard. And I made cookies and I put the jam on there and they have the seeds, and anyway, it was kind of a waste of a batch, but I did eat them. But I just sat here and picked out all of the seeds remaining in this because I want to enjoy it and I don't want to waste it because I hate wasting stuff. And speaking of wasting things, I have this container of ground cherries and it's been sitting in my fridge for probably 2 weeks. I haven't known what to do with it. I kind of bought them on a whim because I was like, these are only available for so long every year, and I've never had them and I've never tried them. And the man did tell me to try them before I bought them. Did I do that? No. So now I have a container. I just tried one and I was like, I don't think I want to eat these on their own, but they kind of have like this more floral, tomatoey taste. I feel like that's how I describe it. And I was like, my voice cracked, what the fuck? I love tomato jam. It's one of my favorite things. I also love like pepper jam and just like anything in that realm of like savory jams. And clearly I'm like on a jam kick, but it is a really good way to use produce that you're not sure if you're gonna be able to use it. So I was like, what can I make with this? I thought about making like a spicy jam, but then I was looking up recipes and somebody made ground cherry jalapeno hot sauce. And I love a hot sauce, and I have, I think, just the perfect amount, and I have a whole container of jalapenos in the fridge because I needed one for a cocktail. And actually, sad story, last night I made Wishbone Kitchen's hot honey peach margaritas. So excited. I made the hot honey peach like mixture part of it, what I don't know what you call it, earlier this week. It's been chilling in the fridge, kind of like flavors melding. And I was gonna make them last night because I made this spicy gnocchi soup. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then I made the cocktails, they're in the shaker. And I couldn't get the like cap off the shaker to strain it to like pour it into the glasses. So I asked Wes, I was like, can you help me and get this off? Because I was like, maybe I'm just not strong enough. But he goes and tries to pull it off. The whole thing slips out of his hand. The shaker goes flying. Its glass shatters all over the floor. 3 cocktails worth of hot honey peach margaritas flies all over our kitchen floor. There's glass everywhere. There is this hot honey peach margarita mixture everywhere. And it was also the last of our tequila. So I couldn't even make new ones. And I'm very sad about it. I was very upset at the time. But we did enjoy some wine. I actually have the bottle here. We tried You see this? Jumbo Times wine. This is Ringleader. It's like an orange wine. We enjoyed it chilled. I had really high hopes for this. I also think these bottles are very cute. It's basically like 4 glasses of wine of what I think was a good pour. We enjoyed them in like small glasses like this. We had them in glasses like this and basically filled them up, which I'm pretty sure those are whiskey glasses, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, we ended up having wine. But I wanted the margaritas, and where was I going with this? Completely lost my train of thought. Basically, that happened last night, and very sad. But I'll probably watch this back and be like, you had a point of like what you were gonna say, but do I remember? Absolutely not. Anyway, we're gonna make hot sauce with these cherries. Oh, jalapenos. Oh my god. Yeah, so I bought jalapenos for those margaritas. I only needed 1, but I had to buy the whole container, and I was like, I'll use these. I haven't used any yet. So we're gonna make hot sauce because that sounds really good. And I'm pretty sure you just add everything into the pan. I need to look at the recipe again, but I'll be back. So how much we make is really dependent on how many of the ground cherries I have. So I'm gonna start by doing that. I'm literally gonna put the lids, oh my god, the like skins in the top of this like Creuset, so I can just go toss it out. But yeah, that's the deal. I really like this format of filming for YouTube. Honestly, I have felt like since we've been in this new apartment, it has just been so much easier to like film and do anything food related because I want to be in the kitchen all day, every day. I literally can't get enough of this space. It's so beautiful. The sun comes in here the best probably out of every room for like the longest period of the day. Like we get sun throughout our whole apartment all day, but the kitchen just gets the best because it has a, what would this be? A south facing window and a east facing window. Such great light. And then our living room gets a west facing window and a south facing window. And then the office gets a west facing window. And it is just beautiful. And then our, that one doesn't look good. And then our bedroom upstairs gets, what would that be? East facing. Yeah, east facing. I don't know if you really care about that. But anyway, kitchen's a really great spot. And I brought my little stool in here so that I can sit here. And honestly, I've been working a little bit at the kitchen counter. It's so fun. And we have this butcher block that's lower than the rest of our countertops, which is where I'm always like cooking and filming at. And yeah, it's short enough for a seat. What am I even saying at this point? Do you even care? But yeah, I really love filming. I don't know how to film for both YouTube and social media at the same time. That is my like slight problem. And Wes was like, you just need another phone. And I was like, I'm not investing in another phone right now. I'm not like famous. I don't have enough followers to that. But interesting enough, I've been posting a reel every single day on Citrus Diaries. And I got really clear on my messaging of just like what Citrus Diaries is, changed some things up. And like every recipe reel has been hitting 1,000 or more views. And I've been getting followers from every single reel. And I'm like, why wasn't I doing this the whole time? And then I was like, wait, it's because I really liked my old kitchen, but that one doesn't look good. But I love this kitchen even more. And so, I don't know, she's like so easy to cook in here. But yeah, I'm going to show you my journals and my notebooks after this because I just love them. My friend TJ got me this moleskin journal last year for Christmas. Oh my god, this one's kind of green. Got me this moleskin journal for Christmas last year, and it's like I don't want to say cardboard because that's not the right word, but like a brown paper cover, like front and back. And so I was like, let me doctor this up and like make it fun looking. And so I just put stickers all over it from like all the like places we go to, and it just looks so cute. And then I ordered some more because I'm getting towards the end of it, not quite, but I'm getting towards the end of it. I was like, let me order some new ones. Looked on Amazon, clearly it did not look well enough because I saw this pack of 3 for $10, and I was like, journals are expensive, that's a great deal. And I was like, maybe it's because it's like a paper one and whatever. So they come here, and Wes brings it upstairs because when he got home from work, the package was outside. And lo and behold, I ordered like these tiny little baby ones, and I was so upset because I was like, oh my god, like that was a waste of money. But then I was like, this is cute, and I turned one into like a dream journal. I don't know, because I was like, let me be cute. But I was writing down all of my like dreams, and not like work related things, just like life related, because I think recently I've been like, I need to like have dreams that aren't work related, even though I do feel pretty clear on what my work dreams are. This week of work, oh my god, there is a huge wasp outside. Work has been very stressful recently because people have been ghosting me, and I thought I was gonna have all these projects this month, and then stuff kind of teetered out and not as much is going on as I thought it was gonna be, which, you know, whatever. Silver lining is I have more time to work on Citrus Diaries stuff, and, you know, gotta find the silver linings and things. But it's weird because I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about. But my tangent is, I feel like with Wholesome is, and if you don't know what Wholesome is, it is the design agency that I own. We do branding, websites, social media, and then some a la carte stuff. I started it in March of this year, full-time, right away, because I left my old job very abruptly. I detail all of this on the podcast. You just have to go back through the episodes and look at it, but those all start around end of February, beginning of March of 2023. Is this one good? Nope, that one's bad. Okay, wait, sidetrack for a moment. We have about a cup. So I'm gonna half the recipe, but maybe do just like slightly less. The measurements may be a little off, but we're just gonna try it and see what happens. But anyway, we're adding this to this. I actually thrifted this for I think $1, and I love this a lot. Anyway, we add those in there, and then we're also gonna add a jalapeno. I'm gonna do, I think, this baby one. The recipe calls for 2 cups of ground cherries and 2 jalapenos, and since I have a little less than 1 cup, I'm going to do a smaller one because the rest of them are bigger, see? So we're going to see, you know, we'll just see what happens. But anyway, sorry, that was very loud. Anyway, let me get a cutting board. But so basically, where was I going with all of this? Oh, so I feel like with Wholesome, I am just like always looking for a way out. Like that sounds terrible, but I'm just like, when is the time to quit? When should I throw in the bag? When should I just give up? And I'm not one to give up, so it's so weird that this is my mindset, but I just kind of feel like I'm constantly doing something wrong, and that like I don't even know, it's just like such a weird mentality. I just kind of always feel like I should just like give up, like I'm just like simply not doing enough, and because like I don't have 10 million projects going on at once, I should give up. And it's so weird, and I'm just like always looking for a way out. And I like had this moment the other day, and I was like, I love the work I do. I don't ever want to do something that's not this work. And like obviously, yes, you have to be realistic about things, but right now everything is managing. And like I had 1 month this month that was kind of sour, but everything else is going really good, and I need to just like remember that and not be so hard on myself. And that is easier said than done, but you know, I'm trying to like be very intentional about how I speak of myself, and just I don't know, like how I frame things. So with these journals, I made a dream journal, and I was writing down everything that was my dream. And like recently I've just been like, I want to move to the Portland coast so badly. I want to be by the water. I wanted to live by the water for literally the past couple of years. Actually, when I moved to Columbus 2 years ago now, a little over 2 years, so that was in July of 2021. I put a calendar reminder or like event on my calendar for August 1st of 2023 that I was going to move to California. That was my dream at the time. My life was very different then. I was dating my ex. I hadn't met Wes yet. I was working a different job. Wholesome was not even a thing. Even like in my wildest dreams, it wasn't a thing, which is also crazy to think about. But anyway, I have my reminder on there. August 1st came this year. It obviously did not work to make that move now. There were way too many variables at the current moment. And me and Wes keep thinking about maybe moving next summer. He has family out in Portland, and I really want to live by the coast, and I love the Pacific Northwest when we went out there. And I've always wanted to move to California, but I don't know price-wise and just like cost of living and even just like culture, if it's somewhere I'd want to live. I think I'm super sensitive to like my surroundings and my environment, and I always want to feel comfortable, and if I don't feel comfortable, I can't like then find a way to like make it comfortable, if that makes sense. So anyway, my dream is to just live in like a little coastal beach town by the water. I can go take like morning dips, and like honestly, it's my dream to have like all of my family within close distance, and I would usually never say that, and not because I don't love my family so much, but I do love my own space. But I've been watching Tess Madeline on TikTok, and all of her family just lives on the same street, and it just looks so beautiful. And I know everybody's family is different, but it just looks so nice, and I'm like, I would love to have that. And yeah, anyway, that's just been one of my dreams, and I'm like, I want Molly Boz's kitchen in my house in a little, like, not little, hopefully a little bit bigger, but like a cottage by the water, and I just feel like that would be so beautiful. But anyway, I'll show you my journals in a minute. I need to figure out how much vinegar I need to put in this. You are supposed to do white vinegar, and I'm going to preface this with saying I don't have white vinegar, so I'm using apple cider vinegar because I have some left, and this has been in my fridge for a considerable amount of time. I mean, it doesn't go bad, or it does go bad, but it's not bad yet. This doesn't go bad until June 8th, 2024, and I've had this for probably a year. So I think I have just enough left, and I'm gonna measure this out, put it on the stove. It simmers for a little bit, and then we strain it and do whatever else with it. I think you put an immersion blender in there. I don't know, but I'll check back in when it's done. But basically, to this, we're gonna add this and I think something else. These smell hot, these jalapenos. Oh my God. So I think one's gonna be perfect. So yeah, we're gonna do that. This has been like just a fun little vlog, and I'll check back in with you soon. I'm showing you this so you can see it. I know I said I was saying bye, but this is 3/4 of a cup, and then we're gonna add a pinch of salt, and then it goes on the stove. Our hot sauce is done. Can we see it? Nope, we literally can't. Okay, but like it has broken down a lot. We're not gonna have, oh my God, you literally couldn't even see me. We're not gonna have a lot of it, which is fine because who cares? What was I saying? We're gonna blend this with an immersion blender. My camera like won't reach, so I'll just show you afterwards. I'll probably put it in a jar and then show you. We're gonna have to add oh my God, can I talk? We have to add a little more sea salt and honey once we blend it. I get this local honey from the guy that is over by the Land Grant Brewery in Columbus, and it is the best honey. It is so good. It's just like on a stand, and he has like all the beehives in the back, and I'm obsessed. It is, I don't know if it says any details, just says hive ripened and hand harvested local honey, never pasteurized. It's called Red Beard Bees LLC. It is delicious. Okay, I just tried it. I mixed in the honey and some more sea salt. It is quite potent. I might have to go back in and add in some more honey to balance it out, but it's really hard to test hot sauce taste when it's hot because it feels more, just more in your mouth. I don't even know. But this is her. We're gonna let her cool completely, so I'll probably leave it out till this evening when I'm making dinner, and then we'll taste again, change up flavors, put it in the fridge. Okay, I totally forgot to show you when I finished making them. It's a couple days later, and I already gave some to a friend, so I really don't have that much left. But this is my fig syrup. I have used a little bit of it. I don't know if the fig flavor comes through a ton, but it does taste like a little bit more earthy maple syrup, and it is very good, and I do really enjoy it. It is a little like liquidier, like you can tell, than probably your traditional simple syrup, but I think it still works well. It works well to like froth into things. And if you really want it to be like a true thick simple syrup, you would add more sugar than what I did, but I was worried it like wasn't, it was gonna be like too sweet or something. But if you want this to be thicker when you go to use it, you could just heat it back up again with more sugar. It would be so good. This is the hot sauce. Let me open it. It is, she's potent. I definitely could have added way more honey than I did, but honestly, I really do like this. It is very good, and I think like if you want it to be a little more not so hot, you could add more honey to it after the fact and it would be totally fine. So yeah, those are my little creations, and yeah, see you guys next week.